Hey everyone, welcome to Rob's Rogues, and more importantly for this video, hey Seth, how's it going? From the title of this video, it is a Robin care package unboxing in quotation marks. Um, it is, depending on when you're watching this, it is November 18th, 2018, and this is about a month overdue. As I was saying, oh yeah, I've got a bunch of videos coming up, and then work, and then family, and we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. So I was wanting to do this unboxing for quite a while. Seth sent this lovely care package over to me, which is just so very cool, Seth. You didn't you did not have to do that. There's some really cool Robin Tim Drake stuff. He's a big Tim Drake fan, like I am. And he said he had some doubles of things, or he was scaling down some of his collection. There were some pieces in it that might have been broken, and he thought, well, he was going to toss some of them, or didn't know exactly what to do. So he said, well, I know somebody that maybe might want some of these things. So he sent them to me, and there's some very, very cool things in here. And I wanted to be able to do this little video to say a big thank you for thinking of me and sending me some of this stuff. So that is very, very cool. So there is a lot to go through here. I didn't have a chance to do an actual unboxing of the video, so you won't get the whole like, oh wow, surprise look. But I was very, very surprised, and I immediately was sending pictures back and forth to him saying a big thank you. But I wanted to show you guys on the channel here to kind of supplement some of my other videos that I'm still really trying to work on. Bear with me. I've got stuff shot just on an iPad, and I'm just lazy. We're getting towards the end of the year. But this would be kind of cool so you guys could see the wonderful stuff that Seth had sent me. So this is in no particular order here. I just got everything kind of on the table and other places where I can reach it, because this box was packed full of stuff. So just a few things at random. I've got this already. He had sent this. I think mine is over here, which mine's really kind of dusty. This was from Hologram. I think I did a review on these, geez, probably a couple years ago. Mine's really extremely dusty. But so there were some little PVC miniature kind of statue-ish type things. And I always thought, this is supposed to be Tim Drake Robin. And I always thought, wow, they got the cape wrong. And they had made one with the correct color cape with a two-tone black on top and yellow on the bottom. And I always thought about picking up a second one, and I thought, nah, I don't need to go buy another one that's corrected in color. But I do have some paint, so with Seth's, I think I'm actually going to paint the costume the correct color. So that's kind of cool that I wound up with a second one. So thanks, Seth. That saves me from having to try and track down those little PVC things. And you could find those in dollar stores, and I think they're like $2 or $3, which is pretty cool. This I saw at McDonald's, but I never got around to getting there to pick one up. But when they were doing their DC Superheroes Hot Wheels, there was a Robin car, and I thought, oh, I had to go to my McDonald's, and it must not have lasted very long. But he picked up a Robin car, probably way back when. I'm not sure when this. 2016 is when what the bag says. So it's really kind of cool that it's still in the bag, and it's got the little medallion cardboard paper type thing in here. So that's pretty cool with the Tim Drake R on it. Always wanted this, but was never able to make it to McDonald's to pick one up, so this was in the box. You're going to be amazed at some of the stuff that's in this box, and I'm probably going to say it a million times, Seth, thank you. You went above and beyond. I thought you were just sending me a little couple things, and this box just exploded. So he said this is a care package for a fellow Robin fan slash Christmas gift, so thank you. Bottom of my heart, thank you. This one I actually have. I have the original version of this, and then Eagle Moss decided to like repackage it for their superheroes, DC Superheroes collection. And every time that we're at a comic book store, my wife points this out. She says, "Oh, have you seen this Eagle Moss statue. It's just like the chess pieces. And I was like, well, I've already got this one. My good buddy Stu Murray 47 had sent me this statue, the little mini statue. The reason I wanted it was because there was a new book that was included in this. I'm like, I'm not going to pick this up for the book, so I just kept putting it off, and Seth ended up sending it to me. So I've got the statue and the book, and the book's really cool. It's information that, you know, being a Robin fan, I've got all of his stuff already, but a nice quick little pamphlet, being able to see different formations of Tim Drake Robin and just the Robins in general is pretty cool. So again, I'm probably going to say it after everything. Thank you, Seth, very much. I'm running out of space to put stuff. I'm still trying to sort things up here and maybe do a collection tour at some point. Since I'm looking at this, again, this is something I have that he just had decided to send me as I now have a second Dick Grayson Robin, which of course he's in the Tim Drake color scheme and everything like that. But it's kind of cool to have a second one. I was wanting to have like a Robin shelf. I've got a lot of my Batman animated series figures back here behind me, which you can, I think, see Robin. He's right back there. But I thought about, I've got this Robin shelf up here. I thought, oh, it'd be kind of cool to, you know, do I have a Robin shelf? But if I take a Robin figure away from, you know, like a Batman setup, then I won't have a Robin there. So now I can have this one kind of joining the shelf up there. And I've got all the armatures and bases. So that's kind of cool to have a second base. So he sent those. Again, thank you. Here's a couple things that two of these I don't have, and two of them I do. At first, when I reached towards the bottom of the box, he had sent Batman Ninja, which I do own. And then I saw this, and I thought, did he send two versions of Batman Ninja? And it's a slipcase, and it is Lego Batman, which I do own. So this may be and both, you know, discs are in here. He's got the Ninja disc in one, and Lego Batman DVD. So I'm assuming he probably has the Blu-ray. Yeah, that's what it looks like. He has the Blu-rays in one. Probably, since there were two discs, he kept one for himself, one for me, which is very cool. The Batman Ninja is both DVD and Blu-ray, and yeah, and then Lego Batman is just the DVD. So I think I may do these as a giveaway or something like that on the YouTube channel, Facebook, you know, whatever, as I'm kind of doing maybe some of my own giveaways to if somebody else didn't pick these up or said, hey, I've always wanted to check out Batman Ninja, I might be able to hook you up and like I said, maybe a giveaway or something like that. So again, very cool. Two other things that he sent that I didn't pick these up. I think with the DC Universe app, I think they're available. And usually sometime around Black Friday, some of the DC animated movies that maybe like the Supermans or the Wonder Womans that I typically don't collect, maybe I can get them for, you know, $2 or $3 on a Black Friday type deal. But he sent Superman Unbound, which I've never seen, and Superman versus the Elite, which I've never seen, both on a DVD. So that's pretty cool. This would have probably been something I might have found Black Friday shopping this year, but now I don't have to. So that is really pretty cool. So the things are getting a little bit bigger, a little bit cool. Like, wow, I can't believe that was in there. So that would have been enough right there. But I feel like one of those infomercials where I'm going to say, but wait, there's more. This is something that was really cool. There's always those Batman things or Robin things that you'll see from time to time, and I'll go, maybe I'll pick that up the next time I go, and the next time I would go to the, you know, Toys R Us or Walmart back in the day, or Meijer or whatever the stores are, I would say, oh, I'll pick it up later. Oh, I'll pick it up later, and I never got around to doing it, and poof, it was gone. I thought I missed my window. So still in the box, and the box is still in really, really good shape. I'm assuming this has probably never been opened from the way it looks. It might have been, but still, regardless, that the box is still really good, so I'm not going to probably open this thing up. From Kenner's Batman Returns line, there was a Robin figure Tim Drake Robin, the first Tim Drake Robin figure ever produced, and they gave him a vehicle, and it was the Robin Jetfoil. I have always wanted this thing. I have never ever said that I've ever wanted this. Never made any mention of it, and it's something that I could probably find on eBay or whatever, but sometimes it's a little out of the price range, or the condition of it isn't really good, or some of the toy shops or comic book shops I go to, this is something I always kind of keep my eye out for, and you just never ever see this thing. So Seth sent this. I cannot believe I finally own this. Now, I do have the Robin figure that was made for this, but he went ahead and sent me the Robin figure as well. So here's the first ever Tim Drake Robin figure, which the Batman animated series line ended up just reusing this body and made a new head for the animated series figure. And it did come on the card. So I have the actual card backing for this figure. The grappling gun, I think, yeah, all the pieces were here. I think the grappling gun is just on a table off to the side. I can't quite get it. It's just out of frame. But I bought this back in '92 when the movie came out. Of course, there was no Robin in the movie, but they decided to make a Robin for it. But the condition of the actual bubble part of the card, the plastic, was just really, really, really brittle. So by the time I took it out, it just started, I can't say that word, started to disintegrate, that's the word. Started to disintegrate, and it just all broke apart. So this would have been something I would have loved if this was all still intact. But normally I would, okay, this is a piece of cardboard, I would end up throwing it away. I think I'm going to end up keeping this, and I'll slide it in some comics or use it as a divider, just because this is the first ever, Tim Drake figure ever produced, and the artwork is really cool. So even though I have the figure, it's really cool at least to have the cardboard backing of it, which is pretty cool. He made this. I don't have a Nintendo Switch, but he made a Nintendo Switch sticker set that I could decorate my Nintendo Switch. And there's the Rebirth Tim Drake Red Robin. So I think I'm going to actually do, because these are all stickers I could just peel off, what I think I'm going to end up doing with this on some of my comic book boxes where a lot of my Robin comics are in, I think I'm just going to use this just as a sticker and put it on there. So I don't have the Switch, but this will be kind of cool to adorn that. I thought about maybe putting it on the PlayStation, but it's cut weird. So I'm going to try very, very, very close to, this is a Nintendo Switch console right up here on it, so you could decorate it. But I'm going to try and take this off and, one little sheet, because there's different little cutouts in here for the different spots on the Switch. But I want to try and keep this nice image right here, and then just to put it on my comic book box. So when I'm looking at it, I go, hey, that's where my Robin comics are. So there are some, I'm going to save these last three things. Some of the little more funnier things that he included were some of the cubes. I call these Cubies. I've seen these in some different stores, but this is like the, I'm not exactly sure what you end up calling these. I almost call them like salt shakers, where they get smaller and smaller. The word is escaping me right now, but that's kind of cool. So that's actually going to sit right here in front of the computer. And I have no idea what these guys are, but I have two of them. Just little heads for Robins. I've seen them in like a Walmart, Target. They come in like a little egg type of a thing. It's kind of like a blind grab bag type thing. You pay a $1.50 or whatever, open it up, and you find out what hero or villain that you have in it. This is pretty cool. Now, originally I thought this was sealed from the manufacturer, but this actually says food saver. So this is what you would put pork chops and meat and stuff in to save your food, or to seal up other things. But it is still actually factory sealed. This is the Robin 2 Deluxe Collector's Set with all 4 newsstand issues, all 10 hologram issues, all 4 trading cards, 2 custom acid-free backer boards. So this is what they sent out to comic shops, and this is all of the issues. Now, I do have this. I bought this from a comic book shop that is no longer around me when they were going out of business, and mine has seen better days. The sides are all chewed up and everything. Like I said, I believe he put it in this bag, but it is actually still, I don't know if you can see it, it is still actually sealed. There's the actual seal from this. So I could take this out of here, which I'll probably do because I think it'll store better. But, you know, I'll have no need to open this up because I do have one of these already. But it's cool to have a mint set of Robin 2, The Joker's Wild. Written by Chuck Dixon and art by Tom Lyle. It's great, great, great. The first time Tim Drake Robin goes up against the Joker without Batman. So, very cool story. Again, Seth, this is very, very, very cool. All right, we are down to the last. I hope I haven't missed anything. I think we're down to the last two things. And he had sent this to me and said he was sending me something that was broken. This was the thing he said that I was going to throw it out because it's broken. And he said, if anybody could fix it, he said it was me, not that I have that much skill in fixing these things. So I had to call a couple friends about how to fixing it. He said, he said in good conscience, he just couldn't throw this in the trash. So when I opened it up, he had sent the Young Justice Tim Drake statue. I better not drop this. This is absolutely amazing. You did not have to do this. Now, the part that's broken, I don't know if you can tell, he's holding a batarang right here. So he said at some point his cat had knocked it off the shelf and it fell. I'm surprised it didn't fall into many more pieces. But it broke the batarang, and I have the other half of the batarang here. And the other part that broke was this arm. So you can see a little white piece right there. Now, the arm was actually detached from the statue. And this was really hard to try and put back together. And I had him turn, I'm going to do this very carefully. I had him turned upside down. I set some like clothes and towels to kind of support his weight. And it's really kind of hard to get things clamped and stuff. I found out that I probably could have drilled into it, but I know me, I probably would have split the arm. So when it set, the arm tipped just a little bit, so it's not 100% recessed. But I think even from here, you can't tell. So he's going up on this top shelf up here, kind of farther to the back. And the way I have him positioned, you can't even tell, you know, from this side. But this is a three-part statue. Got Robin here, Impulse would sit here, and then Superboy. And many as you know, maybe you don't know, that they are bringing back the Young Justice comic book, and Tim Drake is leaving the Red Robin persona and going back to being Robin. So we're not sure how that's going to work, but for a while there are going to be two Robins with Tim Drake and Damian Wayne both being Robin at the same time. Some people are like, oh, Tim needs to be his own character. For me, I think, yes, I like Damian. I really didn't like Damian at first, but I kind of grew to like Damian. But if it wasn't for Grant Morrison, I still believe Tim would be Robin and probably would be Robin for the next 50, 60, 70 years. So everybody's like, well, Dick Grayson got to grow up to be somebody else, and Jason Todd became somebody else. They only became somebody else because they created a new character, and I liked it that Tim said, you know, Tim didn't want to stop being Robin, so he decided to be a Red Robin. So I think it's in perfect fashion for Tim Drake to go, no, I want to be Robin. You can be Robin too, and your, you know, Super Sons adventure, be part of the Teen Titans, but as part of Young Justice, I feel Tim is right at home. So I don't think of it as a regression. I can't wait to read the story coming up in 2019 when the new Young Justice title opens with Brian Michael Bendis writing, Pat Gleason on art, and to see, you know, will we see the transition where Tim decides, I'm not going to be Red Robin, I'm going to be Robin. So the last thing, which you can kind of see here, and there's Seth's box, is he sent this. So this is a shirt that I've had for a while, and what he sent was a Robin cape. There was another part of the costume, but I've got it packed away just a little too much. But the coolest thing, is the cape here, which every once in a while we're passing out candy at Halloween. This might be something kind of fun to wear, or just being a Robin fan that I am, is being able to have, you know, maybe this on display somewhere. I haven't figured that out yet. But for the time being, if you're watching live videos, that's where our coat closet is. So for a while, Seth, if you're watching, you'll know I could just open up my own little secret Robin cave and go in there, and there's a Robin suit waiting. So this was just a something I wore for Halloween a couple years ago, passing out candy. Came with this little tiny cape that's Velcroed to the back of it, but I thought it was cool because of the Tim Drake Robin R on it, and sometimes I just wear it as a shirt, but it's kind of cool that now I can throw a cape up over top of it. So hopefully I don't knock the box over there. I can just see it falling out of the corner of my eye. But Seth, thank you very, very much. You did not have to do that, sir. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you're enjoying the channel, and I'm sorry the channel has been so quiet for a while. We're just going through a lot, family oriented, and then getting ready for the holidays, and I haven't even shaved yet. So it's been a long, I would say it's a long 2018, but I feel like this year at the same time has just zipped right on by. I think that's the big thing. I kept thinking, oh, I'll do this thing later, I'll do that thing later, and here we are. It's November. Thanksgiving is this coming Thursday, and Christmas is literally right around the corner. I have no idea where this year went to. So this was something real cool that I got sent. So Seth, thank you very much. This is all going to a good use, and it'll be put on display very lovingly here. And at some point I want to do kind of an updated, collection tour, which I've been saying for a while and I've been getting asked for. So thank you very much, Seth, for sending me this cool Robin stuff. And, just, this would have been enough, but to send all this other stuff has been really cool. So that's going to end the Robin Care Package haul video from a fan of the channel, Seth. So thank you very much, and hopefully you got to see me enjoy this stuff, and I will, and you'll probably see bits and pieces of it around the room from time to time as I kind of move collections around. So thank you very much. I am working on trying to get the next video edited, and I really want to have that up, and it should be Spoiler, I believe, is the next thing I'm supposed to have up that's queued up. And I do have the Aquaman wave of figures as well, which I know everybody else has reviewed already. I just got my Rebirth Wonder Woman, which she is out of there's Rebirth Wonder Woman. Got her from Paul Mart. And then I was able to track down a Parademon from Five Below. So I'm trying to score another one of these for my good buddy Stu Murray 47. I've got one more Five Below close to me to check, but I've only been able to find a numero uno right here. So that's what you have to look forward to coming up. Like I said, there's probably 5 or 6 other videos right behind it. Hopefully, knock on wood, I'll get those up. Thank you very much. And again, Seth, that's very, very nice of you. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.